welcome to this platform. My name is Marjorie Nantambi, your personal growth and finance coach. Here on this platform, we share a lot about goals and money. Oh, my juice is here. Thank you so much. And if you want to have a glass of juice, just come to Ibamba restaurant just next to Uganda Museum for your lunch. If you want to come hang out with your friends, you can host your parties here and all that. So thank you. Okay, let us dive right in. For those that are just joining us on this platform, we talk about vision boards, goals, and then money. And if you are just joining us here, you are not late because we have the vision board mastermind. Just click the link in the description and join us as we set our goals, work on our dreams, and everything related to that. Today we are going to be talking money. Like I mentioned, this quarter we are talking money. I love money. I don't know about you. If you believe that money is evil, guess what? You will not make the money because you already have a negative attitude about money. But remember the Deuteronomy 8:18, you remember? God has given us the power to make wealth. So God actually wants us to be wealthy. So how do we make this money? In the previous video, we talked about the different basics when it comes to money. And today we are going to see how do we actually make the money, because with money, it's just three things. Get the money, keep the money, grow the money. I have my notes here with me and we are going to just dive right into it. So today we are going to be sharing more about getting the money. And in the next video, we shall share about saving, keeping the money, and all those things. So if you've not yet subscribed, this is your time. Take a second, subscribe, and then hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss a video once it goes up. Today we are talking about how do we make the money. And usually when we talk money and personal finances, they usually say that money is just as a result of you solving problems. So how much money do you have right now? Those are the problems you're solving. So if you feel you don't have money, that means you're not solving enough problems. So start looking around. What are the problems around you? What are the challenges? Solve those problems and you'll make the money. But still, when it comes to money, it's just three things. How do we get the money? Three things. Number one, maybe you inherit the money. You've seen those people, right? They are born into wealth, yeah? For some of us, it's a bit too late, and I think you are like me. So if you feel at this point you're not able to inherit the money, maybe you can try the second option. The second option is you marry into money. And still, for some of us, it's a little bit too late, yeah? But maybe if you're not yet married, it could be an option that you look at, but still, I don't think it's quite sustainable. And then the third way, how to get this money, is to work for the money, yeah? I know that's the option that most of us actually have, to work for the money. So how do you work for the money? Like I said, you solve the problems and then you get the money. But still, when we look at making the money or getting the money, we look at the cash flow quadrant. I don't know if you've seen that before. And in that quadrant, we have 4 quadrants. The first one is E, employee. That means you get a job, you are hired somewhere, and I've got people asking, oh my God, I've applied here, I've applied there, nothing is coming through. And I would encourage you, if you're watching this and you're looking for a job, maybe you've applied and it's not coming through, this is what I usually encourage. Look for a place that you want to work with. Then approach them. If they tell you there is no vacancy, then tell them, am I able to volunteer with you? Ask them if you can volunteer with them, because guess what? It actually worked for me. In my book, Bounce Back, I wrote about how I volunteered and I was able to get a job. So it is possible. Approach them, ask to volunteer with them, and when you get there, make sure you are on your A game. Yes, you're there on time, you're learning as much as possible, and it also applies when you are starting a business, because sometimes you want to start a business but you don't have enough experience. Volunteer with someone who is doing the same business that you want to do. Learn as much as possible. See how they handle clients, how they make the money, how they keep the money, and things like that. Where do they buy the stock from, and all things related to that. Then after that, you can be on your way to start your own business, and that is the second step. So like we said, the quadrant has E, which is the employment, and then the S, which is self-employment. Now this is where you own the job. The first one, you're hired to do the job. Then S, you own the job. Now this is where you start your small business and maybe you open your shop and things like that. And at this point, some people start saying, oh, I'm an entrepreneur or I'm a business owner. Sweetheart, you are just self-employed. So what is the difference between being self-employed and a business owner? If you know that you can be away from your job and your job goes on, or your business, it goes on successfully without having you present, then you're a business owner. But if you know that if you close your shop, the day you wake up and you're sick, the shop is closed, then you are self-employed. So what do we do to cross over? Set up systems. If you want your business to run without you, set up systems, processes, hire people. And when you hire these people, train the people. Usually people say, but I'll train them and then they'll leave me. But how about you don't train them and they stay? Who suffers? Your business, right? So make sure when you hire people, train them as much as possible. If they go, you've added something on the world, right? If they stay, great. It's good for your business. So make sure you do that if you want to cross over from self-employment to business owner, because that's when then you'll have time for your family, you'll have time for a trip, to be away from your workplace, and things are going on well. So far we have looked at the E, which is the employment, S, which is self-employment, and B, which is the business owner. And the last one is I, which is the investor. How do you cross over to being an investor? And I usually recommend for you to be an investor even when you're employed, because it's possible. Look around, where can I put my money? Can I buy some stock? Can I buy some bonds, bills, and things like that while I still have my job? So those are some of the ways we can do to make this money. Like we said, E, employee, S, self-employed, B, business owner, and I, the investor. Let me know which one works out for you, or which one you would want me to explain more about, and I'll be here to share more about it. Like I said, if you have any questions, personal finances, put that question in the comment, or you can even reach out on my social media platforms, Marjorie Natambi, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Send me those questions, the challenges, and I'll be able to come here and address all of them. Thank you for being here. Let me take my juice now. Like I said, I'm at Ibamba restaurant, so cheers to you, and see you in the next video.